All right, here we go with the new ranked or whatever you want to call it. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I decided to do one again because I wanted to get these done eventually, and I have time. And I've got fans going because it is the summer. I live in the desert. It is incredibly hot, and I don't want to sit here burning. So I have two fans on. I'll try to balance their levels in editing or whatever, but yeah, this is going to be the tier list, the ranked, the whatever you want to call it. For um, well, I guess we're gonna go 1 through 26. I didn't change the things on the side S A B C D, but we're gonna rank this from best episode of the season to worst episode of the season, like I've done the past few. Um, Season 4 is kind of a weird one. I think that this season is mostly not great. I think that season 5 is way better because we get Starlight and we get some pretty fun episodes. I think season 5 is like the reinvention. So with season 1 and season 2, the show was incredible. That's what started the Brony fandom. That's what started MLP being popular and all of that crap. And season 3 was really short and kind of controversial because of what happened with Twilight. Season 3, I hope I said. And then season 4 is kind of like they didn't really know what to do because season 3 was supposed to be the end and they were going to enter syndication. But then they were like, we don't have to, so we got to write more. And then it was like, okay, so Twilight's the princess now. What do we do with her? And it's like a lot of stuff. So, sorry. I think I had something in my mouth, like a something blew into my mouth, like a hair or something. So, this is a really unfocused one. They didn't really know what to do. That's why Starlight started season 5 because they were like, okay, this will be the story. And then season 5, 6, and 7 were really, really focused and really good. And then season 8 and season 9 happened because they wanted to abandon Starlight, and it's just all of the series, all of the seasons of Ponies is kind of just like a roller coaster. Season 1 and season 2, incredibly good. Season 3, this is still good, but you turn Twilight into an alicorn, and it's only 13 episodes, and it's not incredible, but it's kind of weird. Season 4, oh, you're finding your footing again because you don't know what to do with the series, so we got a lot of gimmick episodes. And then season 5 and 6 and 7 are probably my three favorite seasons of the show. And then season 8 and season 9 shouldn't have existed. So let's start with this. Princess Twilight Sparkle Part 1. I'm just going to put it in the number one spot because, like I said, they go up or down based on what happens or what doesn't happen. Um, I really, really, really don't like this opener. I think it's bad, mostly because, again, just the horrendous disrespect to the sisters. Uh, Celestia and Luna are immediately captured at the beginning of like the first step of this one, and then they get captured by the the tentacly plant vine things, and they're just gone for the rest of the thing, and they just don't do anything again. It's just they're useless, and that really isn't fun to me. Discord being we didn't get a villain from this. We get the scene where Celestia and Nightmare fight, but we got that a million times better in Lullaby for a Princess, and this just doesn't. This isn't as good as that either. I don't really remember these episodes. I just remember thinking, oh, this is really stupid. They get the tree with the chest and the keys and stuff, and these two are both equally just not great to me. I think this we didn't get it. So in season 1 we got Nightmare Moon, who I don't think is great, but she's a villain, and that's fine. We didn't get an ending, so that's fine. There's not even two episodes in the ending of season 1. In season 2 we get openers with Discord, closers with Chrysalis. That's really good. Openers with Discord and closers with Chrysalis is really good. Then we get opener with Sombra, and then season 3's closer is just Mystery Cure, which we didn't get a villain. Sombra I liked though to begin with. Season 4, we get no villain here, and that sucks because villains are very important to a um, overarching story when it's not just slice of life. And the openers and closers from here on out are mostly not slice of life. So yeah, I these are going to be pretty close to the bottom. These two openers, Princess Twilight Sparkle Part One and Part Two. Um, Castlemania. This one, Castlemania. Uh, this is kind of just dumb. It's the castle of the two sisters, and they're wandering around it, and this one is like bad compared to the other castle one in the fifth one, in the season 5 one, if I recall correctly. I think season 5 had the one where Twilight doesn't want to be alone in the castle, and they all help her decorate it. Um, this one is just really dumb, and like I was especially disappointed by the whole Pinkie Pie is the one playing the piano. It would have been cool if it would have been Luna who was like lonely, or she was like she missed her home prior. Like you could have done anything for Luna, but instead it's just a goofy joke about, oh, here's Pinkie, she's stupid, and it's like, yeah, I don't really care for this episode either. This would be like not very high. Oh, daring don't. This is a daring do episode. Daring do Daring do is not it. I really think Daring do is bad. I think she's just an Indiana Jones mimic, and she's written by an J.K. Rowling mimic, and there's nothing original about her. She's a palette swap of Rainbow Dash. I don't care for Rainbow Dash compared to the other pony characters either. I'd put this at the bottom. I don't have much to say. Um, Flight to the Finish. Uh, Whew. This is another one that I don't really remember. It's about the Crystal Games. They're like the CMC. I think it's Hearts as Strong as Horses, which is really good. But that's it. That would probably put it up here, though. Like, honestly, it would put it as the best episode out of these five. Because, like, I don't really remember. I know Diamond Tiara is making fun of them or whatever. I think Scootaloo not being able to fly, and uh, they build a something so that they could do in this episode with the Crystal Games or whatever. And oh yeah, see this season is like I would rate these like all five of these to be like 5 or less out of 10. So like 2.5s or lower out of 5. These are like not great episodes at all. Um, Power Ponies is not. So Power Ponies was like at the height of like Marvel. I think it was. I could be wrong, but I think it was at the height of Marvel Mania and like all of that crap. And this is basically DC, anyways. They're the Justice League, mostly, I'd assume, because there's not really. It seems like they're the like one of Applejack has the lasso. I think the lasso is Wonder Woman. Rarity is just a Lantern. Pinkie Pie is just the Flash. Fluttershy is the Hulk, so that's Avengers. But like, it's just like an amalgam of both, and it's not as focused. I'm a big old comics fan. I read like Civil War. I read like World War Hulk. I've read other things, and like those are really good. Like that's one of the main reasons that my readings and my reviews of the comics are so negative of MLP, because like comics were actually at one time incredible. Like just some of the best entertainment that I've ever had. I was just like, this is so good and so interesting. And this is schlock. The comics for MLP is schlock. This episode is just fan service, and it's fine. I'd put it like right there, maybe, but it's still gonna go down because like it's not. I've never gone back and watched this episode because again, um, How does that even happen? My volume is all the way down. That is wild. Um, I I watched this episode that time. I had to write a fanfic about like Rarity being the person for one of my patrons, and like you could make such a way more interesting like parody of superheroes with MLP, and this is just lazy. It's just here you go, here they are, this is it, done. And like that's not good. That's like not good at all. Um Bats, I don't like bats at either. Like this is another episode that like I put it like right. Oop, I'd put bats like right here. Uh, I don't like the song. I don't like the song at all. Uh, she says like they'll something for a minute, maybe three, then they're eating every apple in your apple tree. It's like, dude, you are not trying to do anything but like rhyme three with tree, and that's lazy AF. I don't like Tim Burton. I don't like Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't like any of those movies. So like even that style of music isn't for me. Um, I don't like the I don't like how they treat Fluttershy. Flutterbat is cool. That's we got Flutterbat out of that, but there is so much better Flutterbat stuff we got than just here's Fluttershy and she's a bat, and then they're done. That's it's just another one. Like still, even to this point, I would say these are all like 2.5 or below as far as ratings go. Um, Rarity takes Manhattan. This is with Coco Pommel and with Suri. Yeah. Okay. So this is where the season just goes. All right, we're gonna start being ridiculously good all of a sudden because Rarity Takes Manhattan is incredibly good. This is one of the best episodes in the series. Um, I think it has the Generosity song. Mid is crap. It's so mid. I think this is the one. Uh, like I said before, I don't go back and watch all of these to put them on a tier list. I remember them for I think of my memory and I go, what do I remember of this episode? That's how good it was, and that's it stays in my memory after all these years. I'm pretty sure this is the one with Generosity, the song, and that's not a great song. Becoming Popular is like season two, I think. And that's a good song. Becoming Popular is a good song. Art of the Dress is, I think, Rarity's best song probably, and that's season one. And anyways, regardless of the song not being the best song in the entire series for Rarity, Coco Pommel is great. The message here is great. It's so freaking awesome when like Rarity thinks the girls left and they're like, "We didn't leave. We were just freaking tired because you made us work for you." And she cries. Like that whole scene is amazing. I love this episode. It's 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 Rarity will always be special because she is such a good character that changed the trope of damsel. In some of the seasons, they kind of, especially in the comics, they dump on her like so bad, and she's just a damsel, but not in the show. And like Rarity gets up there for me. She's really one of my favorites still to this day, and this episode is perfect for her character, for her development, for everything about her. What is this? Pinky Apple Pie? I believe this is Pinky Apple Pie. Uh huh. Funny thing about Pinky Apple Pie, they write it as Pinky in the title, I believe, and they didn't. Somehow, somebody freaking put Pinky like your pinky on your finger, and not Pinky like Pinky. Um, this has Apples to the Core, one of the best songs in the series. I think it's probably Applejack's best song. Not maybe not even technically just Applejack's song, but holy crap, is that a good song? I don't like the premise. I don't like the idea that Pinky is related to the Pies because she's not. Can we just because she's an Earth pony and like this created so much drama because then they made the episode with Marble and Marble liked Mac and then it's like they're cousins and it's like they're not really cousins and it's just all this it's just all this stupidity. But Apples to the Core is like one of my favorite songs in the show. Thinking back on it, I don't remember this episode being great. It's just the apples fighting and not wanting to fight in front of Pinky, but Pinky being fun. The song is a banger though. I'd most definitely put it here because I don't hate it, dude. How did that even happen? I wasn't even there. Um, I probably put it here. Nope, here, dude. I think my mouse is breaking. Um, these two are interchangeable. Episode 1 and episode 2. Um, yeah, about there right now. I don't know what this Rainbow Dash episode is. Rainbow Falls. So this is the one where Rainbow Dash is just a big old liar. Yeah, this episode pissed me off. Rainbow Dash is just a liar. She's like, I don't want to tell Spitfire that I can't fly with them, so I'll lie and act like I'm hurt. It makes no sense because Bulk Biceps and Fluttershy are the team for Ponyville, and Ponyville has flyers. Why are we acting like Ponyville doesn't have flyers that are solid? It's so dumb. They're jerks to Soren. Like, it's just a mean-spirited episode. The only thing that I really remember about this episode that I liked was Twilight in a cheerleader outfit, I'm pretty sure. That was my favorite thing to remember about this episode. Everything else pissed me off. Rainbow Dash is a douche here. She should have just been like, I'm not going to fly with you. You guys are douches to Soren. Like, what the crap? Yeah, this is one of my, not, I'd put it like right here. This is the Discord episode where he sings "A Cup of Water." Three's a crowd. I don't really care for Discord. I think he's only tolerable or great when he's around Fluttershy because she like tempers his attitude and the way he acts. When he's not around Fluttershy, he's just an annoyance. Um, he's especially annoying after season 9. Like, John Delancey is amazing, but Discord was an annoying character. He was a better villain, much more interesting. They didn't have to freaking make him lose his powers because he's too strong or have him not be around. I do love this episode a lot though because Cadence hard carries here. She is amazing. She's always amazing. Any episode with Cadence is going to be up there for me. Her and Twilight together is just perfect. I love them being together. I love seeing them together. I love them doing Sunshine, Sunshine, Ladybugs Awake together. Cup of Water, the song is meh. I've never listened to it outside of the show. I'd never listened to it outside of the show. I've never gone to a video to listen to it. But Cadence hard carries here. Yeah, I'd put this like right. Oh, why is my mouse doing that? Look at this. Look at this. I put it right there. This is Pinky Pride. Pinky Pride is a really good episode. Like a really good episode. You get Weird Al Yankovic. I've already said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times. Weird Al is an icon. He's a legend. His parody songs are amazing. Go listen to Fat or Eat It or Tacky or Amish Paradise or White and Nerdy. I could just keep going. The songs in this episode are great. The Super Duper Party Pony. The I always remember the part where Cheese starts singing the Smile song, and Pinkie Pie is like, "Hey, that's my song," and he's like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." Like that part always makes me laugh. You got "Make a Wish" in this one, which is another great song. You got Pinkie's eventual husband and who she has falls with. I think this is one of the best episodes of the series still. I still wouldn't put it above. Where did it just? I still wouldn't put it above. Dude, my mouse is definitely messing up. I still wouldn't put it above Rarity Takes Manhattan because, like I said, I really, really like Rarity Takes Manhattan. It has better songs, but I think the message. I don't really know what the message of Peaky Pride is, It feels like they just really, really, really wanted to have Weird Al in an episode, and I am completely fine with that. He deserves it. He's great. And it's a fun episode. It's not as heartfelt, I guess, would be the main takeaway of uh, this episode against this episode. This episode is it does have its moments where Pinky is sad and where Cheese tells her that she's the inspiration for him becoming. But like this one feels more like a real like how to treat your friends and good moral, whereas this one feels more like it's just a fun episode with a message. This is Simple Ways. Yeah, Simple Ways is forgettable. It's got like Trender Hoof. Trender Hoof likes Applejack. Rarity likes Trender Hoof. Rarity acts like Applejack. It's just one of those be yourself episodes, but it's one of those be yourself episodes for a dude, and it's like this is not great. I love Rarity, like I said, top episode, and I don't know if anything's gonna beat Rarity Takes Manhattan for me, but yeah, this episode ain't it. I don't really. You could have done so much more with Rarity and Applejack. We've seen them together before, and like Look Before You Sleep, and that episode is one of the best in the series. This one is not one of the best in the series. I put this one like right here ish. Up. We're having fun with this freaking mouse. This episode. This is the Fluttershy episode where she sings for Big Macintosh. Philly Vanilli. Holy crap, Philly Vanilli is good. Philly Vanilli has like one of the best songs in the show again. Find the Music in You. It's funny because we get Flutter Guy again. We only got Flutter Guy for like a couple of lines in season one, and the reasoning to bring back Flutter Guy in this episode makes perfect sense because of what the episode is around. So you can use old ideas if there is a good idea attached to them to use. This is evidence of that, and this episode is amazing. It's about stage fright. It's about singing. Like it's just good. This is just an amazing. This might be the best Fluttershy episode. I don't really know. I'm just pulling that out of my butt. It could not be, but I remember I love this episode. It's really good. The music is good. It's funny. Yeah, this is just a really good episode. I'd put this at probably right there at number 3. Because Weird Al is Weird Al, and uh, that Rarity episode is tough. Is this Twilight Time? This is probably Twilight Time. Yeah, Twilight Time isn't great. It's not a Twilight episode. You'd think it was. It's just about knowing somebody who's famous and then treating them like they're famous as opposed to treating them like a friend. We did get Twilight eating a burger, which is cute. Twilight is amazing. One of my top 5. I love her. She's cute. She's smart. She's fun. But this is more of a CMC episode, and it's not great. I don't really remember any of it. I remember like the Diamond Tiara and them standing outside, and the CMC are like, let's go inside or something, or like watch us from here. And like, I know they're doing spells, and Twilight is teaching them, and like, uh, Apple Bloom is doing like growing plants, and it's a big nothing burger. It's not awful, but it's just like nothing. I put it like right here. Um, I have not a clue what this is. Is this? Oh, this is whatchamacallit. Oh, this is It Ain't Easy Being Breezies. Whoo! Oh, this is bad. So, It Ain't Easy Being Breezies is like... It's like that episode where, like... I could just do this already. It's like... They wanted to bring back the Breezies, but it's like, why? Like... Oh, it'll be a treat for the people who liked old MLP. So here's the issue, and this is like a thing that like a lot of people like try to like tell me and like comment on in the comments and stuff. And the past and people who were pony fans before matter. Of course they do. I'm not gonna say they don't matter. But the thing is catering to those fans is pointless because they had 3 seasons, 5 seasons, in fact, if you will, because if you're counting 4 and 5. But G4 popped off because of non-pony fans, and a lot of non-pony fans became pony fans. But a lot of them like to say, I only like G4. And it's because of the terrible job that Hasbro did with G5 and the absolutely unwatchable state of G1 through G3. Those are shows that people like if they liked them at the time and nostalgia and whatnot. To go back and watch those shows now and to see if they stand up to the test of time from not only from like just a G4 fan who liked G4 and only G4, but like a non fan of even cartoons or anything like that. For example, like if I were to like I've done it, say with my sister, for example, my older sister, I've been like, hey, let's watch an episode of My Little Pony. G4, obviously. And I show her an episode of G4, and she's like, oh, that was good. You can do that with G4. You can't do that with G1 through 3. People who don't have nostalgia for MLP or don't like MLP in any way, they're not going to watch G1 through G3. So bringing back like the Breezies, it's like, oh, here's a nice nod to the show as it was before and to the fans of that, but that is not going to bring in new people, and it's not going to satisfy people who weren't fans before. And MLP was not huge before. Hasbro has stuff like Transformers. Transformers is huge. Transformers is ginormous. MLP isn't that. So catering to fans of prior series, of prior generations, is pointless. And the Breezies are not something that holds up in a current time. I'm not saying like you should have to make stuff cool and hip like what they do with Pinky and her rapping. That's stupid. It's really stupid. This though is so like childish and like of that era that it just doesn't work on a fundamental level bringing it into the 2000s. And that sucks. And that's what makes this episode suck. Their little language, the little all of that stuff, you can't have an established series like MLP and bring stuff that worked then and expect it to work now by updating it a little bit. And that's what they tried to do here. What is this Applejack Apple Bloom episode? Some Pony, is this the stupid one where Applejack? Yep. So this is the stupid one where Applejack gets all crazy for some reason, and she's like, I've got to be overprotective of Apple Bloom. And it's like, we've had 3 seasons and we've had montages. I'm pretty sure there's some point where we have a part where the CMC are scuba diving with no supervision. And it's like, Applejack can't just, you can't do that all of a sudden after like 4 years of the show being on, after 4 seasons, and be like, oh, Applejack is super worried about Apple Bloom's safety now. And it's like, this episode was just, I don't remember any of it. I remember the weird Chimera monster and the fire boots or whatever that Applejack wears. And I remember like Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle sleeping in the bed trying to trick Applejack. It's just a really not great episode. It's like right here again. Not great. That's a very not great one. Okay, here we go back into really, really, really good episodes. Mod Pie. Who doesn't like Mod? I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that don't like Mod, but if you don't like Mod, I don't know what to tell you. You don't like a really great character. Mod is fun. Mod is a great balancing out for Pinkie Pie when they're on screen together. She's funny. She's got really funny moments. Tara is amazing. Like, the episode is funny. The episode is great because of like the message. It's just fun. It's just a fun episode. I remember parts where like the girls are like really awkward because they don't know how to act around Maud, and Pinky really wants them to get along, and we get a way better version of this episode, I think. The one with Starlight and Maud where they're becoming friends, but like this one is really fun to begin with. Maud ended up being a really great character. I'd put this like right here. Couldn't complain about Maud. She's great fun. Oh, this is a really good episode. For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls. This has Luna. Uh, this is the one where Sweetie Belle sabotages um Rarity's outfit for Sapphire Shores, and Luna shows her what would happen if she did that, and Sweetie Belle's all mad because of what happened at her birthday, and it was really Rarity being kind to her because your siblings generally have your best interests in mind. This is a great episode. I love Sweetie Belle Rarity episodes together, like Sisterhood Social. Um, Luna is great. I love Luna, obviously. This episode is one of the best episodes in the series. The message is good. It's your siblings care about you and they're not just sitting there trying to sabotage you, even if they are incredible, and you should love them for being incredible, because when your siblings are incredible, that's a good thing. You should always be happy and proud for those close to you who are great, because they're great. That's awesome. Why would you not want them to be great? This one is, oh man, this one is really good. I, hmm. I, no, I think I have to put that at the top. I think that's my favorite episode thus far of the season. Two Rarity episodes at the top. Who would have guessed? Um, all right. This is not this is not this is like Cure whatever. Leap of Faith. It's where the Flim Flam brothers come, and Applejack is lying, and uh, the first Flim Flam Brothers song, amazing. The second Flim Flam Brothers song, oh, you just kind of did the same thing. The third Flim Flam Brothers song, okay, now we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Um, it's this is just a Flim Flam Brothers episode to me. Applejack lies and then tells the truth. That's all I remember of it. This is like one of the worst. Like I put it here, I guess. I don't really remember it at all. Like I honestly, that's all I remember. Flim Flam Brothers sing a song. There's that guy with the glasses, that one pony who like turns on them because he's like they are lying. I don't know. Testing. Uh, I remember from this episode. I mean, I remember a lot of this episode. Like, we got that stupid meme where Rainbow Dash is rocking back and forth, and a lot of people are like, Rainbow Dash has OCD. No, she's. I disagree. She's just undisciplined. Um, Obviously, she's very like it's up to the writers, like whenever they want, but she's very focused when she wants to be, and not very focused at all when she wants to be. We got that scene where like we got the rapping scene with Pinky, which is ultra cringe. We got this part right after though where Rainbow Dash is like, "Yeah, I remember everything." Something. She gets everything wrong. That is really funny. Um, it's not the worst Rainbow Dash episode, but they start trying to establish like past stuff, and it's not working. And I'd say it's very middling. I'd say it's like right here. Oh, how did I grab this? Did I didn't even see that shift happen. Where this goes over here. Yeah, I'd put it like right there. Um Traja? This is Traja, huh? Yeah. This is the one where Rainbow Dash tries to trade Fluttershy, or does trade Fluttershy for a book. You have Applejack and Rainbow Dash, Applejack and Rarity being like married couple, Pinky just being something with Twilight. This is a big nothing episode. Uh, it's just a nothing episode. I don't. I mean, Rainbow Dash is a douche in it. I don't really remember much. Twilight, I don't remember. I know Pinky's trying to sell her stuff or something, her books or something, Just a big nothing burger episode again. Probably like right there. This season, that's what usually causes the downfall of the seasons. Not until season 8 and season 9, because in season 8 and season 9 there are like really bad episodes. Like you're like, oh, this is really bad, and there are a lot of them. With early G4, the bad episodes are mostly just I don't really care. They're not bad. They're just yeah, this is an episode that happened and I don't remember it. Inspiration manifestation. Uh I know Rarity gets like that book from the Two Sisters Castle and then she starts magically changing things and it's a Spike Rarity episode. Um it's just another big like nothing burger. When you compare it to Rarity's other episodes in this season, which were these two, you can't even compare. Rarity takes Manhattan and not Sleepless in Ponyville. That's the Scootaloo episode. For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls. Like this is not even comparable. This is like it's not a terrible episode again. It's just kind of there. Also, I don't know what's up, but Rarity got a what? Rarity got a lot of episodes in this season. She got one here, one here. She didn't have this episode, but she highly featured in it because she was the leader of the Ponytones. So that's 3. And then she was here in Simple Ways. That's 4. And then she was here, and that's 5. Like that's a lot. That's like almost a fifth of the season was like Rarity episodes, and that's fine with me because Rarity is amazing. Equestria Games. This is a Spike episode. Just more disrespect towards the princesses. Spike literally saves the entire thing because Celestia, Luna, and Cadence are all useless alicorns that do nothing, and that's going to be track record for these next coming episodes because holy crap, these next 3 episodes really, really, really just crap on the sisters and on Cadenza. I don't like this episode too much. I don't really care for Spike. Cadence is in it, but she's kissing Spike's butt, and that really pisses me off. What they did with Cadence too with Spike. Oh, he's such a hero, and I love him so much. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, that's not whatever. This episode automatically. This is Twilight's Kingdom. Yeah, Twilight's Kingdom Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 automatically gets a pass to like up here. I will be explicitly clear. Twilight's Kingdom, not a great episode to me. Literally one of the nottest greatest episodes. I think Tirek is bad. Any villain or bad guy who has the ability to steal other people's powers or abilities is garbage. People always ask me, why do you not like Tirek? You have to understand, I'm really old. Alexa, when did Mortal Kombat 1 come out? Crap, I said 1. Let me check. I didn't mean Mortal Kombat 1. I meant the original like Mortal Kombat on like Super Nintendo, alright? So let's see. Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo. 1992. That came out 02, 12, 22, 32 years ago, right? I was playing that game when it came out. And guess who copied other people? Shang Tsung. I've been getting copy or steal powers for the longest time. For the first time, it was cool. Oh, Shang Tsung can turn into any character and use their abilities. That's cool. And then something else later. Oh, this character can steal abilities. That's cool. And then something else later. Oh, this character can copy. That's cool. And then it's slowly like, this is now just like a thing that you do when people can't think of something cool to do. They're like, oh, what should we give him? I don't know. He can copy people or steal their stuff. Yeah, that'll work. And that's what Tirek is. He's literally like, I'll take your magic and then use magic. That's so lame. Tirek is like bottom tier villain in this series because he's so lame. You have like a bug that functions on love and gets stronger by sucking love and like, see, you could say, well, Chrysalis just copies people. No, see, Chrysalis takes the form of someone you love and then takes advantage by feeding off your love for them. That is so cool. That is cool. That is a twist on the I copy. Why do you copy? I copy so that I might be felt, so that you might love me and that I might suck on you like a parasite. That's cool. Cozy Glow. Cozy Glow's pretty decent. She's pretty decent. She's a smart child. It's kind of cliche. The child that's smart. You have characters like Amadeus Cho and stuff. I don't know how old Amadeus Cho is now, but Amadeus Cho was a child at one point. That is kind of tropey too, but okay, kind of interesting. We it's a change of pace. You've got like Discord, who is chaos personified. That works too. Tyrek is just giant minotaur that sucks magic. That's so boring. This gets such a high rating though, like top 5 of the season because of You'll Play Your Part. That song is one of the best songs. It has all 4 princesses singing. It's the only like all 4 princess singing song as far as I remember. Cadence freaking is singing insane on that song. It's everything. That song is phenomenal. One of the best in the series. Just that song alone, even with the absolute garbage that is the rest of that episode, can't even. That's not even. I put that up there just for that song. Second part of that, you've got the fight scene, and you've got. That's it. They disrespect the princesses because they lose their powers. Princesses do nothing. Twilight, a brandly, barely new Alicorn can somehow take on the power of Celestia, Luna, and Cadence, all of their power at the same time. It's just silly nonsense writing for the sake of silly nonsense writing. This would go like middling, like right here. I don't even care. And like, see, this Breezies episode really tried to act like it wasn't in last. Nah, you in last, fam. Yeah, that's about. I think that's. Let me think. Is For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls better than Rarity Takes Manhattan? We get Coco Pommel and we get Generosity in that one. I just really like the message of For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls, and it has Luna. I really like. I really like Sweetie Belle and Rarity together. Like their dynamic makes sense. The fighting dynamic where they fight with each other and stuff makes sense. The fact that they gave that kind of dynamic to Celestia and Luna is absolutely stupid. But with these two, it makes perfect sense. You've got the younger sister who's trying to be friendly and trying to help her older sister. You've got the older sister who's overly. This is like one of my favorite episodes. I really love this episode too. I really love all of these episodes. This one. Like, those are really solid episodes. And then you have a bunch of episodes that I don't hate, but are just kind of like, this is an okay episode, and this is an okay episode, mostly because I don't like the Discord parts, but Cadenza is great. And then you've got like, oh, these are fine. They're not anything special or anything bad. I kind of just, they're, and then you get to like, okay, now these are like not, like these ones are bad. Like these 5, I think, are bad. I'd say these 5 episodes are bad. These 5 episodes right here are great. These ones, these 2 episodes are pretty good, and then everything from here to here are meh, and then bad. Best episode of this season, For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls. Worst episode of the season, It Ain't Easy Being Breezies. Breezies, we didn't need them. They did not need to be an episode. We could have gotten development on characters or something interesting, and instead somebody at Hasbro was just like, just bring back Breezies. They're Breezies and Breezies, and that sucks because who cares? I mean, when I say who cares, I know some of you out there care. Like I said, I explained it before. We need to, with MLP, you should be focusing on the characters that you have that people love, to flesh them out more and to make them more interesting, and to bring in new people to love these same characters that are already here. And that's unfortunately something that the Breezies just couldn't do. It had a good moral. Like, it had a good moral as far as I remember. Like, Fluttershy had to like stand her ground or whatever instead of being like a pushover for the Breezies, which she did in the Iron Will episode. Yeah, this is 20 through or 1 through 26. This is how I would rank them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Season 5 is next. Season 5 has some bangers, not gonna lie. I love Starlight. I'll always love Starlight. And that's when we first see her. Hopefully you had fun watching this. I kind of stopped them for a while because they weren't getting too many views, but I really don't care. I'm just gonna post what I want to post. Nuts to anybody who who wants to debate with that or be mad about that. Yeah. I'll talk to you on the next one.